Good evening, everybody. Dirty Dog here. Welcome back to another episode of Nonsense. Today we are in Euro Truck Simulator 2, and we're trying to work our way to Liverpool, UK, for our European Truck Challenge. It's going to be taking place here in a few days. The game just updated, so I'm starting over here at the repair shop. And I noticed my tires got 44% wear. I'm not going to change the tires until they get around, I don't know, about 80%. I'm just curious if anything happens. So we are here in Dortmund, and we got to an MAN dealership. Nice. Well, first off, we gotta find some fuel because we're just about out. But we'll worry about that here in a little bit. I'll show you on the map where we'll be going here shortly. We're going over in, I'm gonna say France. Lille, France. If I pronounce that correctly. But yeah, we're pretty much running on fumes. We got about 20, liters of fuel left out of 400. So, if I had to guess, only like 2 or 3 gallons, most likely. So we're just cruising over here to pick up our delivery. I believe it's a load of bulk cement because it's one of those bulk tanker truck trailers. Thank you there, Jeep. Now, when I stopped the last video, there was a fuel station just right down the street, so I was like, cool, no problem. Well, they moved us around town, and it could be a problem. But we'll worry about it when it becomes a problem. Right now, we're still moving. Rule of thumb is, I guess, just fuel when you're supposed to, instead of me being me, just keep going until the truck shuts off. Which I highly recommend not doing, especially in real life, because you'd have fun repriming a diesel engine. It's done it before. It is definitely a chore. Alright, we're here on location, and there's our tanker. Go ahead and lower the airbags, because these Euro trucks like the air drop in their suspension. You back under the trailers. Obviously, if they're loaded, it's highly recommended to do. Easier on equipment. Alright. View of the trailer. Oh, the lights ain't on. That's right, I forgot to. There we go. Back in cab, and I'll show you on the map where we got to go. We're here in Dortmund. We ended the last job right here, and the game updated, and we started right here. So we had to go over here. Now that's where we're at, and we're going over to Lille. Somewhere I haven't been yet. Cool. Then hopefully from there we can cross the channel into the UK. Trying to get to Liverpool. So we don't want to be late for our own challenge. First off, we got to stop and get fuel. So that's what we're going to do here. Because see, I was right here. We're going to zoom over here. But, you know, we're just going to do that. It's no big deal. Alright, 8 kilometers. We should be able to make it 8 kilometers. Anyway, let's quit talking about it. Let's get on with it. We are burning daylight. So if you want to tag along for this journey, grab some Scooby snacks, something to drink, sit back and relax, and hold on to your butts, because I don't know what's going to happen. But I'll find a way to mess something up, I'm sure. Alright, it says we can do about 38 kilometers. In reality, that's probably about 20 since we're loaded, but we'll see. Go take her nice and easy. Now these tankers are pretty top heavy. Whoa. Forgot about that. Hold on there, minions. You're bouncing around all over the cab. Well, we got the yellow light, so. Yeah, Euro Truck, they just updated to 1.54.1. So I'm curious what little changes they made. Oh, and this is about a 320 kilometer trip. According to truck, it should take about 20 minutes. But knowing me, I'll turn it into an hour because I could probably get lost or something. There it is. That helps out a lot, don't it? Don't drive on the sidewalk. They kind of frown upon that. Got to enter from the other side, so you're not in torque. We'll pull all the way forward. That way if someone else needs to use the pump, so they can pull in right behind us like it's supposed to. Alright, we made it with 24 kilometers spare. According to Truckee, we have about 12 liters worth of fuel remaining. So let's see how accurate that is. Yeah, so it's a 400 liter tank. Yep, so it's about 12. Pretty accurate. And yes, I've run it all the way empty before a few times. So, alright, let's get cracking, guys. Today's the 3rd, and I think Missouri is being released later today, if not already, to ATS. That's kind of cool. Looking forward to trying that out. Alright, thank you, car. Pulling a caravan. It helps if I put it in gear. There we go. People do that in real life too. Which I don't mind. Traffic's like stopped in front of you, but you got an open road, I would not recommend doing that, because that's how you get accidents. stay here. I hopefully made the proper decision. Beautiful little highway here. Just put the cruise on, that way we don't get any speeding tickets. Well, in theory. Speed limit's 80, we're doing 84. Stay underneath the, I guess it's 5 or 7 kilometer buffer before they start giving you tickets. I know in the US it's usually 5. Now it wants us in the right lane. Stay here because the right lane looks like to be exiting and going straight. I've talked to a few people about Euro Truck. Some people don't like playing Euro Truck because you drive so slow. I think, was it 90 kilometers an hour? You cut that in half, it's what, about 50 miles per hour? But honestly, I don't really notice a difference. It seems like I get places faster in Euro Truck sometimes than it does in American Truck Simulator. An American Truck Simulator, pretty bridge, pretty view too. I don't know if it's because of the roadways are a little bit better. You know, you just non-stop. Obviously, when you get in the city, it's a little different, but I don't know. I just sit back and relax. I don't really worry about how long it takes. Check out the view though, guys. back in the cab before we hit something. I don't think the policia likes us standing on the trailer when we drive down the highway, or I should say the motorway. Ooh, I need to pay more attention. See, that's why another reason you gotta drive in a truck instead of outside, because, you know, the lane was empty. You end up in the trees. Rolling too fast. This looks like a sharp little corner. Pretty cool view off to the right. Or something. Alright, we gotta go to the right here. That's pretty cool. I love playing this game though, I really do. I'm not sure which one is better, or I know this one for me is a little bit more challenging just because, you know, the different trucks and trailers, different environment, what I'm used to. That's what makes it fun. I think, anyway. To become a better driver, you gotta challenge yourself. A lot of people don't like that. Well, including myself sometimes, but we're all guilty of that at times. Okay, speed limit probably drops. Yep. A lead foot again. Cruise control. Alright. Oh, look at the sunflower. Isn't that pretty cool? It's Taz making a weird noise. I thought it was something in a game. Like, what's going on? Taz is one of my pups. So I was looking around for him and I was like, what? Looks like we're going to be making a left turn onto the motorway here. The E19. Alright. Thank you there, Jeep, for cutting in front of me like that. About ate us a Jeep there, guys. Oh well. Be the first time. Go 90. Cool. We can go faster than that, but since it's a World of Trucks load, or external contracts load, they govern the trucks at 90. Which is fine. Get in the middle lane here because it looks like the right one will be ending. But yeah, speaking of running out of fuel, I actually done this in one of my personal trucks. I think you've seen it in a video too. My blue truck has the 6.5 turbocharged Detroit diesel engine in it, and the truck was not out of fuel, but it has 2 tanks on it. And I noticed on the fuel gauge it was acting funny. Because this is a 90s era truck, and back in them time, you know, the fuel gauge likes to bounce around instead of just staying in one spot, because, you know, the electronics wasn't as good. Okay, so I'll make sure I wasn't a stoplight. Diesel engines, you definitely do not want to run them out of fuel because they're a headache to reprime. But anyway, I ran my truck out of fuel. Like I said, it was not out of fuel, it just it has 2 tanks on it. And what happens is on this particular truck, most of the trucks of this era had a switch from front tank to rear tank. My truck didn't have that. And I was doing a little reading on it, and usually what happens is you fill both tanks up to the top and it'll feed off the rear tank first. And once it gets to probably like 2 or 3 gallons left in that tank, it'll switch automatically to the front. Well, it was feeding off the front tank and not the rear, and the front tank's a little smaller. And I just noticed my fuel gauge wasn't bouncing around. It's just kind of a weird spot. It's like, that don't look right. And about 2 minutes later, and I was like, yep. So I had to, oh, we're going way too fast. Slow her down here, George. Yeah, we got her going though. Pretty reliable truck. So, but yeah, it's not a good idea to run diesels out of fuel. I mean, if you're noticing that you're about to run out or something, I just shut the truck off. It'd be easier to restart it. That way you don't lose complete prime. Alright. But yeah, it's happened to me once and it's still an issue. I just, you know, I keep track of how many miles I drive and just, you know, refuel. But I plan on taking the 2 tanks off and just putting one big one. So, but yeah. Oh, funny story. Now, speaking of run out of fuel, I ran out of fuel on one of my other pickup trucks, but it's gas. And this is when I first started driving when I was back in high school. And I put like $20 in here or there or whatever. Well, I put $20 in, and at the time the fuel gauge on this truck didn't work. So, you know, me being stupid, you know, sometimes you put the fuel nozzle, you know, you put it in the truck and start pumping fuel, and sometimes the pump will shut off because it's not, you know, breathing properly or something. Well, instead of putting $20, I put like 10, and I'm like, why did I run out of fuel? I only driven this far and this and that, and it was right, you know, down the street from the house. But ever since that day, when I get fuel, I just fill the freaking truck up. I gotta stop putting fuel in something, I fill it all the way up. I don't understand why people put $10 here, $10 there. Let's see here. We go to the right or left or Lille. Alright, that's where we want to go. Watch me hit a wall. So yeah, I just fill the vehicles up. Whoa. Alright, let's pay attention here. That would have been a catastrophe. Not focusing. Oh, we finally discovered a scanning version. Cool. So yeah, you just learn from our mistakes. here where we gotta turn at. Yep. Alright. Welcome to our destination, guys. Alright, let's see how horrible I make get this messed up here. Now what I like to do to try to challenge myself, now obviously you got this whole parking lot to play with, but sometimes you don't have a whole lot of room. So I like just to use just enough amount of room to back into places. Because in real life, a lot of times you're not going to have a lot of room. It's just, you know, you have just enough amount of room to do what you got to do. I'm planning on doing some recording at work at my new job, and some of the places I got to back into is pretty interesting. I did that pretty good. Cool. I just need to do that every time. That'd be awesome. Alright, guys. Well, that concludes the trip. Hope you enjoyed it. So I appreciate everybody watching. Again, like I said, my Euro Truck Challenge will be starting here in a couple days. So if you want to join, sign on up. It's on my Discord. So feel free to do so if you want to. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. As always, take care, and I will see you next time.